right, we are here with PFL Welterweight Chris, the Action Man Curtis. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm alright, man. I can't complain. I'm alive. Haven't died yet, so it's always better.
All right. So you got your playoffs here coming up in a couple weeks, October 11th. Why don't you go ahead and talk to us about your road to the playoffs?
Yeah, man. October 11th, I get to fight the Russian Magomed something again. Excited about that. I had on my last regular season fight. Didn't go the way I wanted to, but we figured it out. So now I get to go redeem that, knock him out of the playoffs, and rescue PFL from having a boring champion. So, he's out here doing superhero shit.
All right, and what he's referring to is Magomed Magomedkerimov or Sharipov, something like that.
No one knows.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a real name. I want to see face. I don't think it's a real name.
Well, he fought him in the second round of the elimination, right?
It was the regular season.
Yeah, the regular season. And now we get the rematch. How's this fight going to be different from the first one?
This camp was a lot better actually than the last one. The last one was just not a fun time. This one has been a lot smoother. And we fought him once, and we understand what he is and isn't capable of a little bit better. And the first fight I gave him too much respect. That was my fault. Won't make that mistake again. At no point in the first fight did he ever hurt me. Did he ever have me in danger? I hurt him 2 or 3 times. I almost choked him out. So you won, but you didn't really win. I'm gonna go out there and prove it.
Yeah, I will say that I did feel exactly what you just said. I do feel that you were giving him a little bit too much respect.
Yeah, I just I went out there, I trained hard, but he was champ from last year. You gotta give him a certain amount of respect. But I think in my head, I thought he was a lot better than he was, so it made me gun-shy and hesitant in certain positions. And I just wasted too much time thinking he was gonna do some ancient ninja Russian shit that never came. And so by the time we realized it, I went to my corner and my team is "This is it. This is all we had." So in the third round, I tried to beat him to death, and he wanted no part of it. So I just I realized a little bit too late that what he can do, I've seen 1,000 times before. There's not anything any crazy Russian secret techniques that's happening. So next time you should come out here out the gate, no respect, and just beat him up.
Yeah, I think it's time to get on a win streak again. You had an 8-fight win streak going into the Magomed Magomedkerimov, I believe is actually how it is pronounced.
I think it's Karimov, but honestly, like I said, I want to see papers. It's not a real name. It sounds made up. I don't believe it.
All right. I'm gonna switch gears and throw it over to the co-host so he can get some time in with you, if you don't mind, Curtis. Jonathan, what you got for the Action Man?
Oh, well, first off, I just want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy training schedule to chat it up with us here at Head Kick Audio. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for actually wanting to talk to me. That feels special. Just talk to Magomed, but it'd be awkward Russian silence, and it'd be great.
I just got a couple questions for you. The first question I have for you is, now, do you prefer the tournament or season style fighting that the PFL provides, or would you rather fight as much as you can throughout the year?
You know what? I used to say I was torn because I hated having to find fights before normal because you never know we're gonna fight again. The tournament style, I have my year planned out. But I'm 32 now, and I'm slowly realizing this tournament format is hard. I am tired, man. I am tired. I'm off, I haven't gotten above 200 pounds this year.
Damn.
Since the tournament started. And that's, I'm a guy who used to walk around at 205 after a fight. I hit up to 215, just dicking around. I haven't been above 200 pounds this year, so I've been just working my ass off 24/7. And it's nice knowing I've got fights lined up and I always got, check in front of me. But man, this shit's tired.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know Chris Curtis and the way he carries himself outside of fights, he usually gets a little bit big. So for him not to get over 200 pounds, dude, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, I've been floating in my mid-90s this entire year, which has taken a ton of effort on my part, effort and discipline on my part. You know, even after fights, you can't go out and I can't let myself go out and binge too, like for real, because I'm like, this is all work. I've got to get off in 6 to 8 weeks. So this has been it's been a really long year. Like I haven't been this low for this long in like years.
That's pretty impressive, man. You're definitely putting in the work.
It's my training schedule now is absolutely like mind-boggling insane. It's definitely nice knowing you got fights and money coming in. But at the same time, man, it's definitely a test of your determination and will, man. Because the fight's one thing, but making it through camp to the fight's something else. So it's definitely something people don't take into account.
Gotcha. Now speaking of your fight camp, now I guess the PFL. I'm still new to this whole PFL thing, so bear with me. I'm sorry. So
I am too. Don't worry.
so they have the quarterfinals and the semifinals in the same damn night.
Yep.
How has your training been, knowing that you you will fight both times in that night?
For me, fortunately, it doesn't really change too much. I'm one of those guys who's always doing too much. So my coaches are like, "We gotta stop." So at least once or twice a week, I have the habit of I'll do at Syndicate, my home gym. I'll do my morning sparring. I'll have a few hours break, and then I'll go do sparring at Couture. I've been doing that since I got to Vegas. I've always done stupid shit like that. So for me, I'm used to being able, I've gone every day, push 5 rounds hard, get 2 hours of rest and some food, and then go do 5 or 6 more rounds hard. So for me, it's just a matter of making sure I start fast and don't waste too much time. But the thought of fighting twice in the night, the first fight's only 2 rounds, the second fight is 3 rounds. That's 5 rounds. I've got a shit ton of 5-round fights under my belt. So I'm like, this all favors me. From here on out, the longer the fights go, the more rounds I got, the bigger my chances, the easier my chances are winning this thing. So I like it.
Yeah, so you feel like you've got a lot more in the gas tank to give than most of your opponents.
He does.
Nobody's gonna outwork me in this tournament.
He does. I think that's pretty factual. I'd say Chris Curtis, pound for pound, has some of the best cardio in the welterweight division, if not MMA, period.
Honestly, the only person I know who gives me a run for my money is I hate to admit it, but there's 2 people. Sean Strickland, who just doesn't know how to get tired, apparently. And actually, I fought Bilal Muhammad years ago, and that dude's got a gas tank on him too that gives me a run for my money. So
he really does.
Yeah, I talked to that guy too. He's got a really good gas tank on him.
Gotcha. Excuse me. Now, my third and final question I got for you is, I like to hang out with the family, play some video games, watch some movies, just, shoot the shit. What do you like to do in your spare time when you're not training for fights?
Hilariously, man, I'm 32. I'm away from my family right now, back home in Ohio. I'm a fucking hermit. I go home, I watch movies, and I play video games. That's about all I do. Everybody thinks, why don't you go out? And I was like, I'm 32. I'm old, and I don't like people. Like, all right? I sit home, I watch movies, I play games. That is the extent of my life right now. I'm either in the gym, I'm sitting on my bed playing games or watching a movie. I see full extent of my life until the tournament's over.
Nice. Now, do you have a personal, favorite video game that you like to play?
I play everything. I'm an MMO kind of guy. Since the tournament started, actually, one of my buddies back home got me playing Warframe on PS4, so I'm putting a lot of time into that. I picked up a new Call of Duty that dropped apparently today or yesterday. No, it dropped in 2 days. So I'm going to pick that up, the Modern Warfare. I've been playing Remnant from the Ashes. I spend way more money than I should on video games.
Hey, there's no shame in that, man. There's no shame in that.
Until you see like this bank statement, this is concerning. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for your time. That's all I got for you this fine evening. I'll shoot you back over to the host. What else you got?
All right, no problem at all, man. Thank you.
All right, well, you guys were talking about video games, and I just kind of wanted to chirp in, but I wanted Jonathan to be able to finish because I'm constantly running him over. But, you know, I remember when I was a kid, my mom always used to tell me, no, you can't play the video games. You can't do that for a living, so no, you can't play video games. And now people are making millions playing video games. What the fuck?
Yeah, had esports been more popular 2 years ago, I'd probably be Chris the esport athlete instead of Chris the fighter. Like, way less than, I can do I can play games all day and eat what I want, so I probably would have went that route. But alas, I got on board too late. So, you know, you never know. Like 10 years from now, we'll have like professional hopscotch or some shit. Like, who knows?
Professional hopscotch.
It's more outrageous. But hey, man, if people will pay you to do it, why not?
Okay, I have a new goal in life, and it's to create a professional hopscotch team. Chris, are you down?
Right. Dude, I will play real man sport like football and hopscotch. Like, I am down.
Okay, so it's full contact hopscotch is what we're gonna call it. So
I'm okay with this. I had an idea for like children's daycare for like battle care, which apparently that was my big idea. It was like battle care, like children's like fight club daycare, which somebody did in real life and it didn't work out so well. I didn't run with that one, fortunately, but it was my thought originally.
Okay, so talk to us about what got you to move to Vegas.
When the tournament came up, man, I had trained out in California, and I was actually back home in Ohio. And the tournament came up, and this is $1 million. This is a life-changing opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I put some thought into it. I trained in Vegas before. There's some coaches and gyms out here that I really like. Fight capital of the U.S., man, and one of the fight capitals of the world. So you've got just so much talent here, so many amazing fighters, all these great coaches and facilities and gyms. And I was like, I have an opportunity to change my life in 1 year. I can do what I'm doing, or I can do something new to be the best. I have to be the best form of me, so I got to do something new. So I packed up and I left my family in Ohio, and I went to Vegas. And you know what? I'm gonna give this year my all, and we'll see where we end up with the chips falling in there.
Yeah, I think it was probably a good move. Getting out of your comfort zone when $1 million is on the line is probably the best thing that you could do. You got to do something different if you want to be the best version of you can be. You got to do something you haven't done before. So, I came out here. I gave up everything. Came out here, and it's freaking 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm in the gym. Damn, that's incredible, man. That's probably why you're not able to put on so much weight.
Oh man, no. Sure, that's more the diet, because I could, trust me, if I wasn't here that long, I would be 200 pounds again. So it takes some effort. Okay,
so what's so different with the diet?
I don't break my diet. My eating is so clean right now. There's very few breaks in my diets overall. I've switched to meal prep services to kind of help me out. I was a guy who would go to like Five Guys and get 2 double bacon cheeseburgers, but I have them add 2 pieces to each burger, so it's like 2 quadruple burgers.
Yeah.
I was that guy. I could easily eat a pizza and a half by myself or everything else. So I had to cut it all out, man, and just kind of buckle down and focus. So it sucks not having what you want. On the plus side, I walk around built like a statue right now, so that's pretty great.
Looking pretty lean, huh?
It's disgusting.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about next was, I don't know if it's out of character for you, but the hype for when you came into the PFL and the way that they were, I don't know if it was the promotion trying to build you or if that's something that you decided to do on your own before the Manga fight. What inspired all of that? Because usually you're a pretty like respectful, humble kind of guy, and
I was still pretty respectful about it. But at the end of the day, we're fighting for $1 million, and I have to believe that I'm the best person in this tournament, bar none. If I don't believe that, then what the fuck am I doing here, honestly?
Agreed.
Like, if I don't believe that I'm the best man here, that I'm going to be, I have to believe that with every ounce of my being, or I shouldn't be here. Anybody else that's like in this tournament that doesn't believe that the baddest motherfucker on the planet right now is an idiot. So, part of that is I know I've got the skills to do this, and it's just, a repetition of affirmations. Like, I'm going to tell you that I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'm going to tell myself I'm the baddest man on the planet. Even times I'm not sure I'm the baddest man on the planet, I'm going to keep saying it until I believe it and you believe it. And I'm going to show you.
Well, you're in a crazy fucking division because welterweight for PFL is super, super stacked. You got John Howard, Machad. Yeah, you got Machad. You got Manga. You got some really like big killers in there. So, like, I'd say it's the most stacked division in PFL right now. What are you gonna do with the million once you have this waste of badasses just laying dead underneath you?
Once I win this million, I'm gonna win another million next year.
Oh, okay.
Doing that until they stop paying me.
Okay, so the plans are to once you win this tournament, once you win this season, you're gonna go back for season 3?
Hell yeah, I'm going to go back to season 3. I'm going to have $1 million in resources to win next year even easier. I'm going to keep doing it over and over and over. I honestly believe that.
Damn, that's what's up. Because, like I said, man, there are some killers in this division. I'm super stoked.
170 is packed everywhere, man. It's one of those divisions to where you get every freak of nature who exists, apparently, the welterweight. So, 170 everywhere. It's just a problem. So, you got to accept that there are going to be mutants and like anomalies everywhere. And it sucks. You got to fight the mutants and you got to fight giants. But I kill giants, so whatever.
Okay, all right. So I believe that's all I got for you. So 2 things. How do you finish Maga and in what round? That'll be the first one.
Man, I don't know, honestly. Everybody's like, you're going to finish him? I really want to finish him, but he's really good at avoiding fighting and not winning without fighting. I don't do it. It's what he does, man. He's just like, I don't really want to actually fight. I just want to win. So he's really good at avoiding actually fighting. So I don't know how I'm going to win, man. I really don't know. And normally I do like to make predictions, but for this one, I'm not going to. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I just have to win.
Okay, and who do you see yourself meeting in the finals?
Man, I hope it's John Howard. I have known John Howard for a long time. I was supposed to have fought John Howard like once or twice. I love John Howard to death. Like when he knocked out Ray Cooper, no one cheered louder than I did. Like I love John Howard. And I respect John Howard more than anybody here. So for me, it would be great for me and John Howard to be able to have that fight for $1 million. At the end of the day, win or lose, we're both going to get paid pretty well. And it's just, I think no one deserves that chance more than him and myself. So I fucking pray it's me and John Howard. Just, I love him to death, and dude's like one of the, it's crazy because I came up watching him fight. And I think if John Howard comes out and he fights vintage John Howard, it's going to be me and John Howard.
That's what's up. And you know what? That would be a fucking killer fight. But really, I can see any fight with you in the finals being a fucking badass fight. Like I said, this division is stacked with some killers. But John Howard, you kind of just made me want that fight, like, right now. So
it'd be a cool fight, man. It'd be a cool fight, and it'd be a cool year to see two into the title go to one of the two. We were both former CES champions, so it'd be a fun way to end the year.
Yeah, that'd be cool, and really big for CES, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm sure the Birchfields and Pat Sullivan will be laughing their asses off. I told you so. But it'd be a good way to end that year.
Okay. Well, before I let you go, I want you to take as much time as you want to thank whoever you want, training partners, coaches, sponsors, whatever. Take the floor. Take as long as you want. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, man! First and foremost, John Wood, my head coach, and everybody at Syndicate MMA. Coach Neil Melanson has been a great help for me. There's AJ Matthews, one of my training partners here, and Tom Lawler have been amazing to help me get ready for this. Corey Hendricks has been freaking phenomenal. All my other training partners. Casey Halstead from 10th Planet, Las Vegas, been an amazing coaching inspiration for me. I love it. So thank you guys. There's Dennis and Eric from Extreme Couture. You know, even though I'm not Syndicate, they welcome me there, and whenever I want with open arms, and all those guys there have been great to me. So you know, it's my other home. Thank them very, very much for that. You know, there's people just everywhere in Vegas. But outside of that, I want to say thanks to my can't forget Lance Spall of Iridium Spouty of Iridium Sports Agency, my management. Lance has been like my liaison, and he's like the greatest guy. He's made working with Iridium like the most wonderful experience ever. Like, you know, anything you possibly need, Lance can handle. So thank you, man, more than anything. And I want to thank my son's mom, Stephanie. Happy birthday to her. She had a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday
to her, man. You know, she had a birthday. I'm not going to say how old she is, and she'd be angry. But, yeah. You know, happy birthday to her. You know, she's been through thick and thin. She's been one of my biggest supporters and one of my biggest fans. She's a great mom, and she's got engaged, so happy birthday to her. I'm really happy for her. Congratulations to her and Steven. Like, you know, I can't wait to be there. I'm actually going to fly back in town for the wedding. I'm very excited. So, you know, congratulations to them. And finally, hilariously, you guys will laugh, but my ex-girlfriend, Tabitha Myers, actually, I realized somebody pointed out that after we were together for years, and I never thanked her for this stuff. And I mean, part of the reason I am where I am today is because she would never let me quit. Would always make sure I did everything. I never gave her a thank you. So Tabby Myers, thank you very much for always supporting me. I'm sorry it took me this long to give you a shout out.
Well, fucking A.
Hell yeah.
Much respect to you, man. Much respect to you, because like you don't have to go on thanking them, and you did anyway. So.
Yeah, you gotta get better at thanking the people who were there in the shadows.
Well, they're you know, part of what helped you get to where you're at. So definitely, for sure. Well, I appreciate the time. You got 2 big fights coming up here, October 11th, and we might fucking be there. So hopefully we can catch the Action Man live in action on October 11th for PFL Season 2, what is it, 2019 playoffs, however the fuck they're labeling it. I'm hoping that...
Guys, check it out. It's going to be violent and cruel, man. Check it out.
All right, well, I do appreciate the time, and I'm sure we'll do this again, okay?
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, man, you take it easy, Chris.
Later.
Okay, bye.
Later.